All right, guys, welcome back to Restaurant Punk. I am here with Jazzy
Restaurant
Hands George
Spear fingers.
and Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
Oh, wow. That brings
Who
me
am
back
I? Petey Pablo, mother beep. Gotcha. I beat my own self. Yeah, I'm learning how to beat my own self.
That was very good.
Beep, not beat my own self.
I hear you.
Well, these days I usually beat my own self.
We're working our way back into this. Some of us have been on vacation, so
Yes, very
This
true.
is in
getting back into
Greece.
the hot seat.
You guys are the terrorists. Shut up.
We'll dive into that in another segment.
We did bring up the vacation, so let's talk. Why don't we talk about the service that we got on the vacation?
International
service.
It's a different breed.
Wow, George.
I was in Ireland. I had international service, so I wasn't in Greece, but 6-7 years ago I was in Ireland. Actually, no, 10 years ago I was in Ireland and I had international service.
How do you relate that to here, like the service we get?
I think it's better.
Better.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're nice in Ireland,
No
man.
shit.
Yeah, it's like geniuses.
Now, what's the tipping situation?
There's
over
no
there?
tip.
There's no tip.
No, and they drink their heads off.
Well, why is it better?
To me, they speak. I mean, Irish is like English, so you understand what they're saying. But I don't know, we had fun. Every bar we went to, because I went all around the entire. I went from Dublin to Donegal to Galway to Belfast to Giant's Causeway, and every place I had. Every bar I went to, every restaurant I went to, it was the best. Actually, the worst place the service was the American restaurant that the family took me to. They're like, we should go to an American restaurant, get some burgers and fries, and it was terrible.
I think that's the exact opposite of how it is in Greece.
Exact
opposite.
Which I could say wholeheartedly, like as the trip went on, I was just like, okay, I just accepted it. I didn't. The first couple times we sat down, it was almost excruciating just because we'd be sitting there for like 5-10 minutes and they want to bring you
That's
water.
just the way it is.
But it's the way it is.
That's the way it is. Like,
And so,
you
like,
expect that there.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
But again, when it came to tipping, it's funny because anytime like we would tip and we would do it generously, all of a sudden people, you could see their whole mood change and they're so appreciative of it. Because even if you get shitty service, if we want to come back, let's give you a good tip.
But they're not working off tips over there.
They're not working off
They
tips.
work off
That's bonus on top.
Yeah.
Like, they're making a salary.
Now, what's the dollar rate over there? Is it higher or lower?
Even.
Even?
Right now is 99 cents to $1.
Nice.
When we left, yeah.
Shit, that's cool. All right.
But
Yeah.
even, when you use credit cards and kind of when they give you the tipping option, here it's like 15, 18, 20. There it was, 2, 3, and 5?
Yeah.
Shut
It was
are you kidding me?
unreal. So like you're paying pennies for a tip.
It's crazy, but the service as an overall flow, like if we did that service at any of our restaurants, screwed.
Done.
Worst reviews. It would just be
You'd be shut down by
catastrophe.
construction zoning. You'd just be done. Just like, just get upset and move.
Sensitive.
Basically, they charge for bread when they bring it to your table.
I mean, I've seen that before. They charge for bread, but
they don't
like,
ask.
They don't
it's
ask.
Not like
it just comes and they charge. But at the
did
same
they give
time,
you pita?
No, it was way better. Like the one place had an actual baking oven that you see the breads.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
pastries
Yeah.
Like, was it like the
inside.
rolls or like sliced bread or?
Both.
Is it,
Both.
Nice.
Both.
They give
And
you like a variety of bread.
Do they
in a
give you
basket.
croissants?
I
like
you know what?
croissants.
You can go into
Everywhere,
their store and buy them.
They have them everywhere. Chocolate-filled croissants everywhere. Newsstands, supermarkets, the electronics store. Like every place you go has
They have
chocolate-filled
cigarettes,
croissants.
coffee, and croissants.
I
Precisely.
brought some home just
And
to have as
raki.
snacks. They
Yeah,
were-
and what?
Raki. Am I
Raki.
saying that right?
Raki. Yeah.
Okay, so
Rocky
at
Balboa?
the end of every meal, they bring you out like a little carafe of what I call Greek moonshine. And you
Blackout.
Nico was with us and he was saying that it helps with digestion, which I could see, but it was lethal.
They
And then,
bring it to you free at
Yeah,
the end
that's
of
like-
every meal.
Yeah.
they're like, we'll
Here,
charge you
here's
for
a
bread and
bottle.
water,
Yeah.
but here's
Here's
a
the
bottle
alcohol.
of free alcohol,
Well,
which honestly, solid trade-off.
But you know what? It helps the service at that point.
Yeah, I guess
because
you're right,
give me
yeah.
some liquor at the end of the meal. Okay. I'm feeling a little
Now-
better about myself.
But it's always at the end.
It's also at the end, yes, which is 3.5 hours
Does
later.
it make it harder for you because you don't know Greek when you were there?
Well, you'd be surprised so many people there because I thought I was going to have a hard time, but then I was like, well, I have Pete and Nico here, so obviously they speak fluently over there. So it made it easy, especially if I didn't understand
what
something,
she
I would
said.
pass it on over.
That's what he said.
But the servers, a lot of them spoke English.
They spoke English.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of them
almost
did.
everybody, and it was broken, and like there was some kind of language barrier and struggle. But Pete and Nico obviously
Are there menus in
Greek and English.
And English.
Yeah.
There were a few that were almost all Greek, but even then, I feel like once they heard us speak, they would bring out another like a tourist menu.
Yeah,
Like, here
tourist
you go.
menu. But what I will say, because Ireland, great service, no tipping. Greece, slow service, small tipping. But I remember when I went to the Caribbean, they were on your ass for everything at every restaurant.
Yeah.
To the T. Like, overdone. Like,
Yeah.
over your
I've been on
shoulder
cruises
all the
where
time.
like you go off the island and you get to like some Mexican restaurant and they don't leave you alone. Like, God, just get off my for the love of God.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
Yeah,
it
it's
just
finding that happy medium.
And I feel like every place you go is so different. But for me, when I go to Greece, I expect it. When I went to the Caribbean, I'm like, come on. Like, even in the US, when I go out to a restaurant, you know, you have good service, but they're on top of you all the time.
Yeah.
Greece is the opposite. They stay away. It's like everywhere you go is totally different. And I don't know. I like the Greek way. I could sit there for hours.
Yeah,
and
like I
just
said, I got
chill.
accustomed to it. Like by the end of it, I was used to sitting with a dirty plate in front of me for 45 minutes because nobody's going to come
And
pick it
seeing
up.
the
my
server
God,
eat
you
or
kidding
having
me?
a cigarette or hanging
Can you
with his friends.
can you smoke in restaurants?
Yeah, we not in, but everything has an outdoor patio,
So-
and even if it's like kind of tented or like a covered outdoor space,
I mean,
you can still.
we went to that one place and they said there's no smoking in here, but here's an ashtray.
yeah,
And then an hour later, the whole place is filled with smoke.
Yeah.
And yeah. It just
Now, with your experience in Greece, you said the service was okay. Now, did you go to like high end, like everybody knows this restaurant, and did you go to small, like
both. We
low
went half
end,
and half.
like
both.
And you know what? The one we went to the first night, we got to Crete. Am I saying that right?
We'll talk later.
Crete.
Crete.
The first night we got there,
It's dirty.
First of all, we had to break into his aunt's house and got the cops called on us again for another day. But we were all defeated and we found a restaurant that had really nice ambiance outside. And we went there and I feel like the service that night was relatively quicker. And it was really good. It was higher end food. And we ended up going back another time later on in the trip for a date night. And it took us, 45 minutes to get a bottle of wine.
It was nuts.
Peter had to
Wow.
get up and ask. We were like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
And at that point we were starving, but I was like, I don't care. I just want wine. I want something to
does
drink.
everybody serve alcohol? Every
Oh,
restaurant?
yeah.
Oh, everywhere.
Everybody.
The
I don't
gas
even
Full
think
station.
bar, everything?
Yeah,
Everything.
everything.
Newsstands.
We suck in the
stands
United
in the
States.
I
streets
know.
have wine and
Shut
hard
the-
liquor
Yeah.
God damn it.
and
So-
chocolate filled croissants.
Yeah.
Cannot stress that enough.
Cannot stress that.
But no, it was a different experience, and again, you kind of get used to it, and you have a different understanding. Like they're not getting paid what we get paid to serve here, so why go above and beyond?
Like an average salary is $1,100 euro a month.
A month?
A
A
month.
month.
Off.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it cost to live out there though? I mean, is it?
I mean, it's
where you
now-
guys saying? Where is it? A 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom? Was it 2 bath, 1 bath? I mean, I know in Ireland that when it comes like where we were, some of the housing was based off like I couldn't use a shower when they're running the dishwasher and someone's down taking a poop.
yeah.
Like that's how it was.
That's how it is. We had
Yeah.
to turn on the water heater at some
And
places.
you have to throw out your toilet paper. That
I'm
was
sorry, what?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
it
flush your
was-
toilet paper, so you take a shit, you wipe your butt, you got to throw it out in the trash can.
I just you see off, go right to sink and just
It was traumatizing.
straight up bidet it.
Yeah, but well, they did have like a bidet in the in
one place,
Yeah,
yeah.
the one place, but I've never used one. I'm scared. But at the end of the day, yeah, it was an experience, and especially when you go out to restaurants. And Pete said it best. He was like, I mean, when you go out somewhere, you could try, but do you really want to risk flooding a toilet in a public space? Absolutely.
Oh, you can't even use even the
Public.
Yeah, anywhere.
Everywhere.
Why?
Anywhere.
Because the systems are different. I actually
The servers don't make
I
enough
had
tips.
I had come out of the bathroom.
Saying.
You can make your own bread.
I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like someone could shit bigger than what a little bit of toilet paper can do. So why can you flush the shit and not the toilet paper? And I think Nico said it. He's like, because it builds up like on the walls of the piping and shit disintegrates. You know?
My shit don't stink though. I'll tell you that much.
I think we know.
I call bluff.
Yeah.
All right, hot
wow.
poop in a cup for you.
But
Wow.
but yeah, it was a really cool experience. The food was phenomenal. And honestly, even saying the service was shit, the order of service sucked. However, the people were great. Like
Yes,
everybody
and
was
that's what
so
it came
nice.
down to.
Everybody was
Yeah, nice.
welcoming. Everybody, I mean, they still showed us a great time one way or another. But like get me wine in the first 3 minutes that I sit down or I become a monster.
She needs my wine. She needs her wine.
And thank you for the shot of moonshine at the end of it all.
Yes, and that was the best part. But
They would give
not
you
really
bottles.
the best part. The food was. Well, that's why I'm dying to go to other places and see how it is everywhere. Because my vacations want to be food oriented first.
100%.
There's a lot of
That's all you
places
do on
I need to
vacation.
visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I just wanted to bring up the fact that how different it is over
That's
there.
crazy. I didn't know about
compared to Ireland, compared to the Bahamas, compared to everywhere else, and it's I don't know. It's a different world.
That was a
Go
fun one.
travel. Get yourself out there.
Travel, yes.
Get yourself out there. Go travel.
I love it,
Experience
yeah.
different things. Thank you, Pete.
Maybe next one we'll do it on the road.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Pete.
Somewhere else.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining
Petey
us. Thanks
Pablo,
for-
mother.
Problem.
And yeah, tune in next time.
Restaurant Punk. Ow.